TikTok is a platform for Charli D'Amelio's to dance, devious licks to steal, and people gleefully saying, "Christmas just a week away." TikTok is a platform where people can express themselves in short, 1-minute videos taken and edited by themselves on a smartphone that they can share publicly to the rest of the world. I know some of you in this audience use TikTok to further explain your informative speeches. Some of you use TikTok to visualize the tardiness of your friends arriving to a party, or how pottery is created and formed on a turntable. When introducing myself, one of you asked me if YouTube Shorts or TikTok videos were better. I had no idea. Having two younger sisters never evades me to hear from time to time some TikTok video and laugh uncontrollably at it moments later. I have seen clips of these videos, and amusingly, I am entertained by TikTok as the rest of you are. TikTok has long been seen as a political pipeline for Chinese Communist propaganda and surveillance on Americans. Taking this away would be an injunction on our First Amendment rights and would taint our country's democracy. A proper way to deal with this issue is to own a version of TikTok free from the hands of the Chinese Communist Party that is disclosed and moderated by American-based companies. Social media in general has been a friend and foe nationally. TikTok has a way of uniting and promoting inclusivity while also being a hailstorm for hatred, manipulation, and distraction from the truth. According to Abby Richards, a professional TikTok fact checker interviewed by Adam Conover, explains the problems within TikTok, such as targeted algorithms and extreme moderation that cause fear for banning the platform. Some videos posted in earlier versions of TikTok were more attractive than others as a way to promote a happy-go-lucky atmosphere. This sounds positive, but moderator documentation investigated by The Intercept, a journalist outlet in uncovering corruptions and secrecy, found that if users posted themselves following to be, quote, fat, having ugly facial features, or shot to be living in slums, end quote, were to be silently tucked away as being deemed vulgar for newer audiences. These guidelines mirror the tactics of China's censorship and were a way to retain and grow the app's audience. The harm with this biased algorithm is the idea of promoting self-image over self-worth. A rare discussion in Congress was held on March 23, 2023, with CEO of TikTok, Shou Chew, addressing how TikTok works. An inside reporter from the New York Times, Sapna Maheshwari, attended this 5.5-hour grilling against Shou Chew. Maheshwari's comments largely came from politicians' accusations of TikTok being the source of low self-esteem issues among teenagers who use it, though she noted other platforms such as Instagram do the same. Now that I've explained about TikTok's biased algorithm, I would like to point ourselves in the direction of cultural differences based on the makers of TikTok, a clash between communism and capitalism. Based upon the United States and China's cultural differences, ByteDance, the company behind the app, made two versions of TikTok. In China, TikTok is known as Douyin, a platform similar to its predecessor but heavily controlled by the Chinese Communist Party. Klon Kitchen, a former CIA intelligence officer, was interviewed in 60 Minutes, giving his understanding on the separation of these two platforms being not separate at all. Kitchen says that ByteDance's internal development and the Chinese Communist Party are a, quote, fusion, end quote, of each other, appeasing their government at any time. It is not unusual for large social media companies to ask for permissions and gaining access to the camera, microphone, contacts, and location on your device. The only question is, where is all this data about me stored? Ever since the app debuted in the US in 2017, mass amounts of this data have been stored in China. In a myth-busting report, TikTok themselves claimed to be rolling back on collecting location data from its app back in its August 2020 update, yet it still may be on if users never decide to opt out of it. The transparency the app proclaims still has our country scratching its head and whether ByteDance is telling the truth. One solution to preventing this game of telephone is to have the app locally owned and developed in the United States, a massive feat titled Project Texas. Having an app separate from ByteDance's grasp would bolster confidence with American users. The recent meeting with CEO of TikTok, Xiao Chu, has brought about development between Oracle, an American multinational computer technology corporation, and ByteDance to transfer American data from China to Oracle. The Economist, a newspaper predominant and focusing on recent politics, mentioned this development, with ByteDance spending $1.5 billion in efforts while having the app's code and algorithm to be routinely inspected by third parties outside of China. Knowing in full disclosure of how private companies operate can end the sentiment against using their technology. TikTok to be owned by Oracle would encourage others like myself to consider downloading the app now that the data about me is on American soil. In conclusion, TikTok is a friend and foe to a lot of people. Most of the younger generation see TikTok as a friend because they like sharing videos of themselves dancing or lip syncing. Most of Congress see TikTok as a foe for being a center of Chinese communist propaganda and spying on American lives. There are ways to get the mass public and the government to see TikTok the same. Having a version of TikTok out of the hands of ByteDance and more in the hands of Oracle can strengthen trust in all of us when American companies manage important American snapshots of their lives. Privacy is what we value the most. Voicing transparency presented in front of TikTok moderators can induce ByteDance and Congress to move forward in safeguarding our ideals.